So Spring Security, you know, it is a very popular authentication authorization tools which support many things out of the box. You know it, all right? So here I'm using Spring Security today. Of course, we are using, but I'm going to use JWT also, right? What is JWT? See, JWT stands for JSON Web Token. It is a JSON encoded representation of the claim data that can be transferred between the two parties. The claim is digitally signed. Digitally signed means there is a concept of private and public key, right? Or you can use private key, public key, right? Or you can use some algorithm to encrypt it, right? I'll show you, sir. You need to
Mhm.
understand how thing works, right? Actually, you will issue a token. What you will do? You will issue a token. Just a second. Deepak, Deepak, I am actually in session. Anything is urgent?
No, sir. I was just asking.
I'll,
Is
I'll,
off?
yeah, we can really, we have off. So I'll call you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh, nice. So let's understand what is the meaning of JWT. You know, so actually, with Spring Security, we can use JWT library. Recall JWT library is not coming with Java only. I have used it with Node.js also, right? The JWT library we are using with Java. Make sense? Why? You need to understand what my plan is, right? My plan is, see, how you can make the REST API, right? Secure using JWT token. JWT stand for JSON Web Token. This is a library through which you can issue the claim, and that claim can be used by the two party. How? Like here, if you are calling your REST API, so first time you will make the request or not? Of course, you have to make the request, right? The first time when you want to call REST API, you have to send username and password. What you have to send?
Uh,
Username, password, right? This username password you can send in the body, right? So when you send the username password first time, so your username password is going to be validated by whom? Spring Security, right? Spring Security will validate a username password and fetch the password and role, right? Once you are valid user, then what I said, once you are a valid user, right? Then your username and role will be sent to JWT token library. Oh man, JWT token library. And as per the username and role, it will, after authentication, it will issue a token, and that token is called
JWT.
JWT token. All this question, right? If your manager or somebody is spinning in the company, and if you say you don't know, people will fire you. I'm telling you. So JWT token is going to be issued by this JWT library, right? So this token will, when you make a request, right? This token will go to the client, right? Show you how it looks like, and it is actually generated in three part, and it is digitally signed by some algorithm. We'll talk on that. Okay, that is in agenda, right? And next time what you do, first time you are calling some you know some login endpoint. Are you with me? Like this.
yeah, yeah.
So after that, suppose you want to fetch some data, like you want to fetch your transaction detail, right? All the transactions. So second time you are not going to send username password. Second time you will send a request, and in the header you will send the token. What you will send in header? You will send the token. You got a point? Yep. Once you send the token, this token will token will have your username, right? Your role and all. Using the token again. First of all, token will be validated, right? Hello. If token is valid, then you can access the transaction. Okay, if token is not valid, it will say your token expired, please log in it. Do you understand the funda, how it is working? Like in this, in REST
Yes.
API, session is not involved. Please remember it. What I said? Session.
Session.
HTTP session is not involved. You should know it. HTTP session is in web service. Means rest and soap. Actually, reason, right? In web application, you use HTTP session. Remember, in banking application, we were using session. But in REST API, we don't use session. We make it stateless, right? So can I write REST API is stateless? REST API is
Yes.
stateless. Stateless means a session is not going to maintain. Anybody, why it is stateless? Because if you make it stateful, there would be performance issue. Okay, that's not good practice. So REST API is stateless. Yes. Anybody have any question, query? Like here, I want to tell you one thing. Your time is important or not, I don't know. My time is important, right? So if you
Mm.
are spending time on weekend, I want you should learn it. That's my purpose.
Yeah.
So
So the
I'm just Mhm.
stateless means that we're not using HTTP session is what?
Yeah. You are not using HTTP session means it is stateless, and you should know the meaning of it also. It's not like we are not using HTTP session. It is just stateless, right? Stateless means once you make the request, right, and once response is generated, whatever you have sent in the request, right, once
Mm.
response is generated, everything is gone. That general rule. So when you send the second request will be treated as a fresh request by the server. That is the meaning of stateless. Server will never come to know who you are, right? You cannot say, hey, you remember? I am that people who just make the request. Server will say, don't know. I am stateless. I don't care about it. I will treat your each and every request always as a new request, as a fresh request. Hmm?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like statelessness or stateless. What is the difference between these two terms?
Statelessness. Statelessness. Statelessness is, I think, it's all about adjective and noun, right? If
Same,
some
right?
application has feature of stateless, so you can say it is statelessness. That's fine. You can think same, no problem.
So again, I have one question. Like, where we write the JW token in like REST API or in a POM file?
See, when you write this JWT token code, you will write in the REST API. That's correct, right? But in POM, you have to add the library of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in POM, what you do? In POM, you add the library, right? Jar dependency.
Subjar file. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that
Then
makes
only
sense.
you can use in rest of the project, right? So
Uh-huh.
both are you do both actually, you know. First of
Uh,
all, you will add an entry in pom.xml file.
uh-huh.
After it, only you can use it in the REST API.
And it will be like auto-generated, right? Or we have
Token,
to write on it. Yeah.
you have to write the code for it. Means it is of course auto-jam, but you have to write some code for it, right? You can use this
Uh-huh.
library because already code and everything is written there, but you have to use it, right? Simple.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Clear?
Thank you.
You have to. I'll show you how generated. But you got the idea how it works. Your answer
Yeah.
should be Nagendra. In first
Uh-huh.
request, I will send my username password, and my username
Uh-huh.
password will be validated by the database using string security.
Yeah.
And once my username password is correct, I will get username, of course, there and role. Using username and role, you will generate the JWT token. And this token you will send to the client.
Client.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So using that token, client can access other endpoint. You have actually it is pass. It is kind of pass. You think like this. Hey, I have my pass in my pocket, right? And
Uh-huh.
this your JWT token contains your username and role.
Okay.
And it can contains other detail also. It is up to you, right? What information you pass at the time of generating the token. And that token is also known as a claim, right? We say
Uh-huh.
claim.
Uh-huh.
And this token has always expiry time. It's not like it's valid for all the time, right? It may be valid for 1 hour, right? Like that.
Yes.
Now we can set that time expiry time.
Yeah, of course, this is in your hand. You can set it. I'll show you, right?
Okay, and also like since the JWT token is sent to the client side, what will be stored in the server side, like to validate that token is still valid or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why you are using library. Library will tell you, right? When it come to you, you can
Mm.
use library and you can validate the token. That library will tell you it is valid or not, right?
Okay, so I mean
So
for as a developer, we don't have to
bother
write
about
that.
it. Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you have to write still a lot.
Mhm.
And when you issue the token, right, you return the JSON data as a claim, and you always have two token, right? One is called access token, second one is called refresh token. So you have to understand difference between access token and refresh token. No,
So what's the
the
difference?
access token is normal token which you can pass, right? And the refresh token is also issued. Refresh token is basically, suppose your token is expired, so you can use refresh token to generate the new token. No need to send username password. That is the benefit of it. So access token and refresh token, which expiry time would be greater? Refresh token, right? If your
Yes.
access token is going to be expired like in 30 minutes, right? So your refresh token may be expiring in 3-4 hours. Make sense?
Yes.
So once your token expire and you have refresh token in your pocket, you can get a new token. No need to send username password again. So see guys, first of all, you have to understand the concept, whatever I'm talking. Coding, I'll show you definitely. And that you cannot understand in one shot, right? But you can get the idea. Whatever I explain how things are happening,
Working.
working.
Mhm.
So you got it very clearly? Yeah. So
Yeah.
Can
let
you
me show you.
speak a little bit about the Linux Java?
Okay. So see, when you are designing your API, right? So API, REST API. So we are always designing in Java or not? Tell me, because we are Java people. Say yes. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. We are developing in Java. So when you develop your REST API in Java, it can run on Windows and Linux or in all the platform. Any guess? It can run anywhere. That's beauty of the Java, right? So
Oh,
I'm saying my REST API is running on the Linux. That's it. You can write on Windows also, because Java says I'm platform independent. You design me
Yeah.
once and use anywhere.
so but still, Java needs that Java virtual machine to run it, right?
Of course, man. Without Java virtual machine, you cannot run it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, JDK we need
100% you need JRE, not JDK.
it. JRE.
JDK you need for the development purpose, but if you want to run it, you need only JRE. And you know JDK size is very big compared to JRE. You know the reason, right? JDK is the complete tool for developing software in Java. JRE is the minimal part of it which can uh, run your Java code. A funda is clear to everybody. Like
Yes.
here, I have a lot of example for it, but I don't want to show you, right? And otherwise, I can show you in my company and all how it works, right? But I'm recording it. I'm not showing. But
You
I need to
can
show
show
you.
us after stopping recording.
Yeah, that I can show you. No problem. No problem. I can show you. Tring, tring. But let me show you over here, right? People. Hey, what I'm saying, if you are attending my session, right, for 30 minutes, 1 hour, but you should feel after my session, yeah, today I spent time and I learned this. That's it. That's
Yeah,
my
we
purpose.
understand. Yeah, we're getting.
So like here I have you see the design, right? I'm just showing you very, very simple example, right? You see here I have REST endpoint. You see dog controller, and this is fetching dog as per the dog ID. This
Uh-huh.
is fetching all the dog, right?
Yes.
And if somebody wants to access, if you want to create new dog or you want to update the dog, can you see this? Put means update. Post
Uh-huh.
means you are posting it. You should have admin role, right? Nobody else can. If I want to delete, I should also have admin role. Make sense?
Yes.
For other, no role is defined. Anybody can access it. Clear? So here, I'll explain to you, right? First of all, I'd like in this we have string security also, right? Everything is there. Okay. And this in this code, I'm generating only the access token. But using this, you can do anything, right? Not a big deal. So let's go to the YAML file. You know YAML file?
So
No,
XML.
no, YAML file and a property file. Both are the way to provide the input to the Spring security. Sorry, Spring Boot application. Either you can use YAML file or you can use property file, right? Like, this same thing is the property file. Can you see this? Yeah. So you can use either, whichever you like. So you can see what is the context. My application is going to run on which port number? 7001. And this is the context path. This path you have to use after the port number. Make sense?
Uh-huh.
So this is my secret key, right? when you generate the token, JWT token, we use some salt, secret key. You can write anything, right?
Yeah.
Which only server knows. So this secret key will be used for encryption and decryption of the token. Got it? So here we
Expire.
have, like here we have in real life, it will be something very complex, okay? Like this.
Mm.
Got it? Please ask questions. Here we have expiry length, time. It is in millisecond, you can divide by 1000. Divide by 1000, it would be this much second, right? Then you divide by 60. So you know, right, how to compute the expiration time of it. Make sense? And this is for Spring Boot actuators. Spring Boot actuators. Anybody know about Spring Boot actuator?
No.
That is what running like. I think that is the main beauty of Spring Boot, right? Actuator. Because of that, we are not using server; just it's using like automatically from the Spring Boot.
Spring actuators is a really important concept. It is provides production ready feature. If your application is running in the production and you want to monitor the health of the application. Health means what is the memory utilization, how many threads are running, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the CPU utilization, how many objects are there. So you can basically monitor the health of the application. Already endpoints are there, right? No need to write any code for it. You have to just add the jar and configure some settings. Do you understand what is the beauty of Spring Boot actuators? It provides
It's
you production ready feature. In production, you tell me if your application is running in the prod live, you need to
Mhm.
monitor the health of it or not.
Obviously need to monitor health.
So for that already all the endpoints, the APIs are already developed for that purpose. Okay.
Mhm.
And this is username, password, and this is my database where my dog information is there. You know all those things. Spring Data JP. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. Okay. I'm
Mhm.
assuming. So I'm going to show you if you want to access any endpoint of it, what would be your approach? First of all, I'm going to show you the database. Tim. Database name Spring DB. Can you see this? Yeah. This is my user table. Can you see this? Hello.
Yes, we can see.
This is the design as per the Spring Security. Nobody can say I don't know Spring Security. If you don't know Spring Security, this session is not for you. This is my username and this is my password. Password for admin is admin and password for client is client. I know it. This is
So
the
which are you
encrypted.
using?
Yeah. So first thing is I need to access this. I need to access sign in. You know sign in. I told you. When you call the sign in, it will generate the JWT token. Right? Let's see. So you have to run it. You know how to run this application? You know, right? You can run it. No?
We know.
No, we
You
know.
know, main method is there. Right click on that and run it. I'll not tell you anything about the Spring Security because already I took the session for it. And please, you also try to put a lot of effort. I'm telling you, it's not a cup of tea. Okay. So this is my Postman. So you see the way I'm going to do it, right? Sign in. There should be this endpoint. Postman is crying. Can you see this? Like here, I have to use which method? Post method. And localhost, this is the port number which you have configured. And this is the context path. I told you, right? After port number, what context path you have to write? Any guess? I mention here. This pet app 2. You can give anything. Pets app 2. You can give any name, right? If you want, you can delete it. If you delete it, you will not take anything, right? Yep. After that, you have to use endpoint. How you decide the endpoint, you know it, right? Like here on top, we have users. Can you see this? Slash users. After that, you write sign in. And in the request param, you have to send username password. Make sense? Like sign in and username password I'm sending. It's clear? When you do it, it will generate the token. Can you see this? Like now it's generating the token like this, but I'm telling you in the real life, right? Your token, let me design it, how it looks like. I mean, in real life, you are not going to send only this much, okay? Allow me. I'm going to little bit customize it, right? In real
Okay.
life, it will come as a JSON data. I want to show you similar thing, okay? I can make a class. Class is auth response. It is up to you, right? And here in real life, no, you can make a private string authorization, or you can write access token. It is up to you. Authorization, right? Second, let me check this spelling. It's fine. Give me a second. UTHO. That's nice. After it, I can write string username, right? Private. Hey, you can write his other detail also, right? Email, nah? And you can refresh token also. Are it me?
Yes.
Refresh token. So getting getter and setter of it. This is the Java object. Eventually, it will be converted into JSON data. Then you can generate toString method to print it if you want. Hey, see, when JSON data is generated, some of the values are null. You don't want to include it in the JSON response. I'll tell you what you can do is. Please, if you think what I'm doing is not clear, let me know. So when you are generating the token, here you are returning the string. I don't want to do that. What I want to do, I want to return the JSON data. So all these things you know it. I don't know. Dot like token is coming from here, right? What is it? When you call the method sign in, it is returning the token. And this token you can set as a authorization token. In response, you can set username. Username is your username, right? Here, your username and email is same, so you can set it. Set. That's it. And let's return this. Okay. Anybody have any doubt on it? Or you know it? Done.
And how did you set that refresh token?
Refresh token, we have to generate it, right? In
Yes.
this, let me see, we have facility of it or not, right? So the way you generate the normal token, right? Same fashion you can generate the refresh token also, right? Not a big deal. Hello. In this code is not complete, right? But let's
Yeah.
understand this portion. We'll talk on
Mhm.
that. Not a big deal. Cool. I'm going to run it. You know how to run a Spring Boot project? Yeah, you can go and run a main file. The main file, which is annotated with Spring Boot application annotation. Trying. So now, if you pass the same username password, you see the here. Can you see this? Hello.
Yes, you can see that.
The username this, email is this, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
The username it is printing. You can customize it, man. Not a big deal. Like here, this is the JWT token, right? Issued by the server to the client. If you
Mhm.
want, you can see, using the code JWT token. I want to show you something. Basically, you see here you paste your token. Can you see this? Actually, it is made from three parts: header and the middle part and last part. Like first part only tell you which algorithm you are using to encrypt and decrypt it. Are you following me? So with
Yes.
which algorithm you are using?
Yes, 256.
Yeah, it was there.
Mhm.
Right? And this is this is it has my username and my role, right? This is issue at and this is expiry time. Can you see this?
Yes.
And this is the signature detail, right? This signature can be used to encrypt and decrypt. Are you following me?
So
So if this token, see, if you give this token to someone else, right? Of course, man, you should not give your token to someone else, right? If you give me your username password of Gmail, I can access your Gmail account or not?
yes.
So you may be thinking, oh my God, this seems to be, So if you don't want, anybody can encrypt and decrypt it, right? If you don't want that, then you can use your own private key and public key. That's possible, right? You can be again, somebody is able to decode it, right? I don't want somebody should decode it. You can do that also. But by decoding it, nobody can do anything because in this you don't have password, right? If somebody
Yes.
will know your username, role, so what he can do? Nothing. Got it? So this is the token, right? And this token, if you want to access any other endpoint of it, right? I am writing it, page. Hello. Here, if you want to access particular dog information, right? Can you see this? Sorry, none, delete it. I would say get it. Like if you want to get page user as clients, right? You want to hit this endpoint. So you see, oh man, get, if you access it, it will not work. Why?
I think you are using different port number. It was 7001, right?
Yes, yeah. That was yeah,
Right.
7001, yeah.
You are right. You are right. I'm wrong place. Let me use this. It's okay. Like I want to fetch my all the dog. Clear? So
Mhm.
which role I should have? Admin, right? You have to log in with admin, then you can only access it. Allow me. But you tell me, like in authorization, right? Actually, what actually? Nothing. If you hit it, it should not work. Right? It's working. Give me a second. Actually, it may be public. Let me check it. Docs endpoint. Can you see this? It is public. That's why I'm able to access it. Make sense?
Yes.
It is a public. That's why we are able to access it. But I want to access some endpoint which is not public. How you can say it is public?
Let's
Actually, there would be a string security file. In that file, it might be defined, right? 100%. Can you see this? Docs, I mentioned the permit all. Allow me. Can I comment it? If I comment it, you cannot access it.
Mhm.
But I'm not replying. In Spring Security, I say dog is not permit all. If you want to access it, you need token. Yes. So earlier it was access. Now you cannot access it. Mhm. So if I click on it, it will allow to access you or not? Any guess?
Now it should not, right?
Now should not. Enter it. Can you see this? It's
Forbidden.
saying forbidden. You are not having role to access it, right? You cannot access it.
Mhm.
So if you want to access it, what you need to do? See, you have to click on the authorization and choose your bearer token. Which token? Bearer token. And here you can send your, tell me,
Token.
token,
JWT. But
token, right?
that should
But
be
what?
expired, right? Because you restarted the server.
Yeah. If you click on it, this is old token. In
Mhm.
old token, it is coming 403, right?
Yes.
So what you can do, you can generate the new token. How? Click on that, click on it, right? So
Mhm.
here you're getting the new token, copy it, copy this token, and again come to here, and here you have to send in the header, right? Which token you have to send? You go authorization and choose the, you see here we have many options, right? Sometime you can use FEI PI key, sometime you can use bearer token, sometime you
So
can use
what's the
OAuth.
difference between those? Like,
Actually, these are the different different way to implement the security. I'll show you the basic there. You can use basic auth and bearer token. Sometime you can use API key, right?
Mhm.
API keys means already you have key value, right, from the
Yeah.
server. So normally we use bearer token most of the time. Either basic token, basic auth. In basic auth, you have to pass username password.
Mhm.
But here you have to pass token. If you use token, you have to use bearer token. Make sense? And paste
Yes.
it. Now click on it. Can you see this? I am able to access it.
Mhm.
You got a point or not? So to
Yes.
understand the flow of it, first of all, you will send username password. Server will issue a token to you. After token, you can access the other endpoint, but you have to always give the token. See, this token I'm just generating with the, you know, client username and password, right? You know, client, I mean, this has client role, right? So what role?
Yes.
Yes, even though you have token, but this token does not have admin role. Then what happen? Uh, I don't know. No, this is the this for this you need only token. We don't have role, right? But what about delete? Like who can delete your data? A dog? I can show you. For that, what role you should have?
Admin.
Admin. So if I'm trying to access the dog, I'm trying to delete it, right? See, dog ID is 123. So what I'm doing? 123, right? I'm using delete. It should not work. Am I right? But if you want to delete it, what you are passing? Dog and dog ID. And this dog ID you are passing as a URI. So if you click on it, it will not delete it. Why? Why is working? No, no.
Sorry.
Let me check the token. I'm sorry. I don't know. This token was, I don't know. I'm going to validate it. Is this token has a role admin or not? How you can check it? You can take this token, go to the website and paste over here, right? Can you see this? And it is, I was using role to role admin, right? That's why. So if you want to use this, you can use the client, right? I'm going to use this token. I think in that delete that token was there already. So let's check it. Are you using new token? Can you see this?
I think
I'm
you
not
are
able to do it.
that data, so it shouldn't
No,
delete it.
no, that doesn't matter, man. You see 403, right? It's you don't have permission of it. Are you following me? If
Yes.
data is deleted and you are trying to delete again, that will be deleted, right? Even though data is not there.
Oh, okay.
Make sense?
Mhm.
So here, let me add some data. Good. Your concern is this, right?
Yes. Because it
Let
was
me
after.
add another PID tag. This is small. Like if you go and search on the internet, you will cry here and there because things are not easy. But you try with this simple example first. You click on it, right? What
Mhm.
data we have, you can check it, right? And then take ID from here. What ID? 13. And I'm going to delete it. And you should know how to use this Postman, man. Otherwise, nobody will teach you all those things, right? Delete. It should not work, right? Can you see
Yeah.
this?
Mhm.
And if you want to make it delete it, what you need to do? Simple. You can go click on this. What? Click on this endpoint and generate the token with the admin role, right?
Yes.
If you go and delete it, it should work. If concept is clear, right? Now I should able to delete it. Can you see this? Hmm?
Yes.
All this thing is clear, right? Now we have to, dive into the code, how it is working. So first of all, I'm going to show you the flow of this one. Mhm. How things are working, right? How token is generated. Ready? Ready. When you join some company, first task should be how to set up the project and you should able to run it. Clear? This should be your first task in the company. Because if you don't know how to run the project, you cannot do anything. Okay, when you hit it, your call will go to server. In server, we have Spring Security, right? So that will come in the picture. So if you want to use Spring Security is there. If you want to use JWT token, you have to add some library. Where we have to add this library, you have to add this library in the pom.xml file. I would like to show you. Can you see this? I will not teach you other things. Spring Boot and Spring Security I have done already. I'm not going to teach you that. That's not my job. Because these are advanced topic. For everything we have some prerequisite, right? This is. So when your first request will go, so you have to check in your job will start from here, right? This setting. Like here I'm saying, hey HTTP stateless. CS cross-site request forgery. This is only applicable on GUI based application, right? We don't need it. So here, this is important, right? Here we are configuring this JWT token provider because of it. All this thing is Swagger. You know Swagger? Swagger is basically used to describe your REST API. This is a very nice thing. You want to see? If you want to basically
Can you explain what Swagger is again, please?
Swagger, you should know. Like in Swagger is a tool which you can enable to describe your REST API. How? Let me show you. Please. Swagger, right? What is here? Swagger is the tool. Here, you have to just type your URL pattern and you can type swagger dot. You see this? Swagger UI dot. Let me check. It's not coming. Otherwise, very fancy GUI should come. Check. Actually, Swagger UI is not bypass. Okay, guys, I'm not going to, I'll do in next session, okay? I'm not going to make confusion on it, right? But ideally what should come? Swagger documentation should come and it should show all the endpoint. I'll show you next session, okay? No worries. Hello, I don't want to divert from my topic. You got a point? As Swagger is implemented many places, I can show you, not a big deal. You're not replying. And I can
Yes.
give you some link if you want. So fine. So what issue is coming? Actually, it's blocking the Swagger, right? So what you have to do, you have to do some settings so that you can make it publicly available to it.
Okay, so basically Swagger is a tool, but what does it do? I mean, can you explain that, like what it does?
It explain you the REST API. Tell me, if I want to know what different endpoint you have, what is the input of it, what is the output of it, you want to test it. You should all this information or not. You are designing your REST API. So you have to provide me all the information or not. Otherwise, how I can access it? You tell me.
Yeah, I have to provide the, I mean, URL.
Yeah. So Swagger does the same job. In Swagger, automatically everything will be published, all the information, right?
Okay, so it basically take a annotation and then generates the whatever.
Exactly. Documentation. Yeah. Generate the documentation for your REST API. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I maybe wrote it in Desi Bank, right? Sorry, that banking project. If you run it, you can see over there, I guess, right? Let me try. No, yes, I don't know. I can try. Okay, so that's fine. I'll tackle it separately, but it will not take more than 5 minutes. Okay. Here is blocking just because I was paying security, right? Yep.
Yes.
Let's come to this. What I'm saying. Here we have JWT token. You have to just focus and you should understand what this class is doing. People, this value I'm reading from the application.yaml file. You know, who knows the annotation meaning of this add value annotation? Reply. It means you don't know anything. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't know actually. Nagendra, can you explain?
Add value is used to read the value from your YAML or property file. So you are saying add value, and here you can give the key name. Can you see this? Which key name? Like security.jwt.token.expire length. Let me show in the code. What you wrote?
Mm-hmm.
Security.jwt.uc expire length. Can you see this?
So in
So,
YAML file, the indentation matters.
yeah, in YAML file, whatever. No, yeah, of course matter, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? In YAML file, space indentation matter, right? And there's a tool online, right? You can generate the YAML file from the property file. You can type Google, right? Then write convert property file YAML file. You can get it, not a big deal. Okay.
Okay.
So whatever information you are giving here, if you want to read, you can read using value. I don't know. Who taught you all those things? Nobody taught you. I don't know.
Nobody taught us actually in our
Okay.
together.
So that's fine. I'm telling you, you know what value you can send again. If you have some key present in the property file, you can pick it with the help of this notation. Make sense? Like here, if this property file is not there, we have colon. If it is not there, then it will take this value, right? If you don't have this, right, then it will take this value. You can delete it, right? No problem. Hello, what I
Mhm.
said? If this key is not present in the YAML file, then what will the value of it? This is default value. First of all, it will pick from here. If it is not there, then it will take from here. Make sense?
Yes.
Nice. I'll teach you the config server. It's saying I'm just keeping my secret key in the YAML file. It is not good practice, right? So where you should keep it? This secret key should be present in config server. I'll tell you what config server. Config server is always communicating with Git. So you should keep all those things on the Git, right? Password protected.
Mm-hmm.
Clear? So my microservices session is not completed. I need this. That's why I introduced in between. Got it?
Yes.
So you should know this annotation also. This annotation what does once bean and auto wire take place, after that it comes in the picture in the last. So what you're doing? You are just reading the bytes, and you are just your secret key code. You are just encoding using base 64 encoder, right? This is the
Mm-hmm.
algorithm. Whatever byte is there, you are just encoding it. Make sense? Now see how I'm generating the token. Oh, Mister, somebody was talking about how to generate the token, how to generate a token. Yes, you know.
Yes. Yes. Nagendra.
So now you can see it. If you want to generate a token, what do you have to pass? User and role. But you can pass many more, right? But normally we take user and role, right? Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Reply. And see, this is JWT token library. I'm creating the claim, and on this claim, I'm just setting the subject, right? Normally my
Yes.
username. And so claim is created. I told you claim is what? It is just JSON representation, right? Which is extended by the two party. Then in auth, one of the attribute, I'm setting the role. You know role? This role I'm converting into new simple. I'm converting list of simple granted authority, right? So this is Java 8 syntax. If you don't know Java 8, go and watch my recording. Are you following me?
Yeah, a little bit Java, but I haven't used. I didn't see
No,
that.
no, you should go it. And I'm not supposed to teach you right now. Already I've shared the recording, 6 recording. If you don't have, let me know. I can share it again. Like whatever I'm telling you, just go and blindly follow me, right? Otherwise, Java 8 you can see everywhere in the code, right? Then you'll cry.
I mean, I'm saying Nagendra, I know the whatever you shared, but I didn't saw that the simple granted authority.
Yeah, same here again. Like I also didn't see this simple granted authority. They're like
Uh,
Yeah,
that
actually, let me explain you. Here we have list of the role, and this list of the role I am converting into list of the simple granted authority. How I am converting? The first of all role I am converting into stream. Then I am mapping. Map means the conversion from one role to new. So this is role type, right? ये क्या
Yes.
है? Let me it is role type. See this? This is role type, and this role type I am converting how new simple granted authority. You got the funda? I am saying hey yes, you give me the authority. Authority means in this we have role, right? So from role I'm getting the is actual role, right? Admin and all. So it is converted into simple granted authority. Say yes.
Yes.
Here in list you may have many role, right? It will take one by one role object and converting into the simple granted authority. After that it is in stream, right? I'm saying I don't want a not null value, right? Whatever
Yeah.
simple granted authority is coming, it should be not null. That's it. After it, I'm collecting back into the list. So you know what this will return eventually? This much.
List.
This much will return list of simple granted authority. That's it. Oh my God. This is very fantastic job which Java 8 is doing using Stream API.
Yes.
So
So
please go
the
and have a
simple granted authority is one of the class,
yeah,
right?
yeah, one of the class provided by the Spring Security. And here in
Okay.
Spring Security, everywhere it takes a role in this format only.
Yeah.
This is the design of the Spring Security framework.
Okay. That was the only question, Nagendra. Other than that, it is clear. It's from the Java 8.
What's your name?
Nilkanta.
Okay, cool. See, Nilakanta, what we are talking about logic to create JWT token using JWT token library. So here I'm creating date, now date and validity. This is current date, and in this I'm just talking about how long my token will be valid. So what I'm doing in current
Yes.
time, I'm just adding validity in millisecond, which is coming from
From the
uh,
properties YAML file.
YAML file. Already you have expiry length, right?
Mhm.
You can give up your choice. So this is done. After that, using this, you are using builder design pattern. Which design pattern? Builder design pattern. And here we are generating the token. Can you see this? JWT builder, and here we are setting the claim, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Then you are setting the issue at
Mm-hmm.
expiration,
Mm-hmm.
and you are signing with this algorithm. I mean, when you are signing it, the people know algorithm, but they do not know your secret key. Yes or no?
Yep.
That's why there it was showing you invalid. Remember online when I was looking the token, it was showing me invalid. If you remember, see this invalid signature because nobody can decode it, right? No.
Yes.
So if you
So what?
understand the law,
No, yeah, I understand the logic so far. So what are the other options available for that signature algorithm?
yeah,
Like
there
you
are
have.
many algorithm, and this is the popular one.
Oh, okay.
Judy, here we have many. I don't know all, right?
Mm-hmm. So that was the most common one. It is
Yeah,
256.
common one. Yeah. Understood? So normally we use this option. I'm telling you, issue add, expiration, and signature with, right? And when you do compact, you will get a string. So basically you got the token. Then similarly, we can write the another method to generate refresh token. Which token?
Refresh token.
Refresh token. You can write the method, right? So what is the difference between refresh token and this token? In refresh token, and only the difference is the validity. Refresh token will have always higher validity compared to it.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense? Yeah.
Yes.
So I hope you understand about this method, right? In this we have other method also, right? Oh, if you have token, you know token, can I get my username, my subject? Tell me. Yes. Oh, Mister. If somebody
Yeah.
will give you the token, right? Because when you send your token in the header from the client side, this method what does? It takes token, which you are sending in the header. It takes
Mm.
token, right? And from token, it can get the username. Can you see this?
Yeah. It can get username and role
Yeah,
also
but you are, yeah,
set.
role. You can do that, but here I'm just getting the username, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or here I'm validating my token. If token is there, how I can validate it? you can use JWT parser set sign key, right? I mean, this key you use to encrypt your token,
token.
right? Token is encrypted by this secret key. Then using the secret key, I'm just validating it, right? So
So
if
this
this
is
line is able to pass, it will do two things. It will validate your token is valid or not. Second, it will check your expiry time also. It
so
does
this
both.
is yeah, this is where like that like I asked you earlier, where it will store the valid token to match. This is where it works, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's this internal where it is stored. But if you use this library will take care of it.
Mhm.
The here I'm just taking token and just passing to the library, and library is just ensuring it is encrypted. But actually, it is decrypting, right, using this secret key, and it's also validating, you know, whether
The
it is valid or not.
given token.
I hope you understand. Like this code, resolve token. Resolve token is doing what? What when data is coming in the header, you can use request.get header to read it, right? And in this, you are saying it should not starting with null and start with bearer, right? What you are doing? So your token is, if you see whatever token you are sending, it contains bearer space also. You see
Yeah,
this
that's
in the
you
header?
told us earlier.
I mean, you should know it. Ooh, where it is. When you are sending the token, right? Delete and all. Can you see this? Well, if you see in the header, right? It is preceded with the bearer. Can you see this? Bearer and space. Bearer is of six letter and one space. So you are going to skip
7
seven.
character.
You have to be smart. So if you have this will give you the token. So regarding this method, everything is clear. I'm going to use it. Okay.
Mhm.
Like then we have JWT filter. Oh, Mister, this filter will come in the picture. If you do anything, first of all, who will come in the picture?
Filter. I
So
mean, first it will generate the
yeah,
token and
I'm
will
I'm 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 hooking one filter into Spring Security. Which
Mhm.
filter I'm hooking? This filter. So JWT token filter is the custom filter which is hooked by us. I say Spring Security, I'm going to hook my filter. So this filter will
So,
come in the picture, right?
so for this, we don't have to use any annotation
Yeah.
for the filter.
Actually, we are making an object of it and manually, right? So no need to do it. Let me show you. Here, can you see this? Give me a second. Actually, we are doing inside it, I think. Second. Can you see this?
Mhm.
Don't go in much detail, okay? I said already. Like
Okay.
here I'm creating, JWT token filter, and I'm passing JWT. This is the logic, right? We discuss, just discuss. All the logic in this. All
Mhm.
the logic I'm setting, right? In the constructor, right? Yeah, my logic is here, right? I'm hooking in JWT filter, and here I'm saying, hey, Spring Security, I
Okay.
want to add my custom filter
Mhm.
before your username authentication filter, right? Before that, you want to hook it. Oh, Spring Security already has its many filter. You are hooking it, right? Manually. Got it?
Mhm.
So you have hook it, right? So when you hook it, your filter will come in the picture. Can you see this? So when you make a request, right? First of all, it will go to whom? Spring Security, and Spring Security already you have a custom filter. So this will execute or not? This is acting as a gatekeeper, man, for
Yes.
all the incoming requests, right?
So here, if you are login, it will go to the login filter, and if not, if it's the second time, it will go to the that.
No, no, no. First time also it will go to this. This is the gatekeeper, right? Even you are doing the login, let me show you. What I'm saying, like even you are hitting it, right? It will go to where? Reply.
filter.
It will go to this filter. Always it will go to the Spring Security, this filter, right? Spring
That
Security,
like
the
a
chain,
firewall or what?
you can not firewall. You can think it is a firewall, right? A single entry point for all the application, right? Because of
Mhm.
Spring Security. Spring Security, the chain of the filter, right? Spring Security works on the basis of chain of the filter. Many filters all together it has. Okay. So let's see when you make request where it will go. Here. Here what you are doing. But you know this. I am just resolving token. Token is there or not. Make sense?
Yes.
This method is doing what? I have just shown you. This method is extracting token from the bearer token. I got the token, which is sent by the client. Say yes.
Yes.
This will actually, this is a whole token, bearer space. I am just fetching my token. If token is not null and it is valid token, can you see this? Method is there. My token is valid, right? So you tell me, in case of login, right? Token will not come. It will come null. Say yes.
Yes. So it will.
Again, I'm telling you. When you do login, you are not sending token, right? You know it. Token you are sending after login. You know it. So in that case, it will come null. In case of null, what happened?
It will just go to the filter, Jwt filter.
Yeah, it will go to this do filter. So your question may be Nagin, which filter will come in the picture right after this? Like after this will be tell by this, right? Here we have a special file where it's called. Yeah, this is important. This is important. In this, not this one. This one is done. Provider is done, and this one is. Can you see this file? Actually, this is the service. This I have designed, no, as per the Spring Security specification, right? So what it is going to do? Like when you send the username password, right? You are not sending. No, before that there should be one more, Mister. Just give me a second. Not directly over there. But what this is? This already we have taught you in Spring Security. This is the by default method will call by the Spring Security. But I'll tell you, this will go in database and fetch the data from the username, and it will, it will, basically return the user object, right? So this is validating username password. You know it implicitly. We talked about. But one thing is missed. Give me a second. Oof, oof, oof. That's fine. Configure. This is nothing doing nothing. Provider we talked about. Second. So okay. A. See, after that it will go to this sign in. Please don't say yes if you don't understand. Okay, no tension. I'm coming back, right? What is it? Your filter is saying, right, not null. Then so in case of null, it will go to your controller. Why? Say why? Because in Spring Security we have make this URL pattern public. Nilakanta. It's logical. Can you see this? You said permit all. Permit all means no security check, right? If filter passes you, you just go to the controller. Is clear or not? Guys, you're not replying. Hey, are you there?
Yeah.
What I said. You understand this? When you are typing user sign in, first of all, it goes to the JWT token filter, and JWT token filter is saying what? It's saying you don't have token. Then go ahead. Clear? Go ahead means go ahead. When you go ahead, then who is again blocking to you? Spring Security is saying wait. Let me check. Then here, when you check in the Spring Security, what you found? For user sign in, you have to do permit all. Then it will go to the requested controller. Let's see what controller is doing. Like here, controller is here, right? What is doing? Sign in. Say yes.
Yes.
Pass username password. Like when you are calling sign in, important. Then here you are saying authentication manager, authenticate, right? What? Authenticate. Say yes. When you are saying authenticate, right? So in this case, you have to remember one step when you say this, right? So after this, blindly it will go to the special service class. which is designed by the Spring Security, right? That special class is my user detail service. It will come to this class. Let me write it. Recording is there. I'll share with you. Okay, don't worry. In class. If you go to this class, in this class we have a method. Which method we have? Load user by username. And this is doing what, man? Any guess? It is taking your username. Yes or no? It is
Yes.
taking your username, and we discuss about it. And it will validate username password implicitly by this code. If username password is correct, everything is fine, it will not throw any exception, right? If username password is incorrect, then it will throw the exception. So if it will throw the exception, it will go in the catch, right? Username password is not valid. Otherwise, it will go to the return. What this return is doing? Can you see this? This return is generating the token. Done.
Yes.
My job is done. How? A username and fetching a role from the database. That's it. So do you understand how token is generated? Simple. Again, let me tell you. First of all, you will make a call. It will go to the JWT token filter. And in JWT token filter, we have a condition. What condition? If nobody is passing the token, right? If it is null, then let him go. Let him go, right? So when you say let him go, then it goes to the Spring Security. Spring Security says, I'll validate your role, right? Then it's saying, oh, you are permit all. Permit all means go to your controller. When you go to the controller, it is saying I will call the sign in method. Which method? Sign in. When you go to the sign in method is calling this, right? A authentication manager authenticate and username password. This is standard code, right? So when you say pass username password, it will go to the my user detail.java file. In that you have a method load user by username, right? What it does, it will take username and password, right? And it will validate internally here, right? If username password is correct, incorrect, two use case we have. Say yes. So either username password is correct, incorrect. You have to go to this and then user service, right? Like here we have two things. What, man? Let me take the screenshot. Like here, if your username password is correct, right? It will not do any. It's correct. Username password is right. Pass, right? If it is incorrect, it will go to the catch block. So if it is correct, right? Then what you are doing next? You are creating the token.
Yeah.
We have space or not. We don't have space, but I'll try to adjust it. Can you see this? Here. This space. Can you see this? Hello. So let me write the steps. Allow me. First thing, you hit it. Oh my God. Second, it goes to the something wrong. Second. Came here actually. They should be here now. I'm telling you one thing. Things are not easy, right? Do you think anybody can teach you like this? No, it's not easy, man. You should have good knowledge of it. Everything. One. And I'm telling you, when I'm coming for the session, I'm not seeing anything, right? So this is one, you put it, and second, it will go to the filter, right?
Yes.
Third, filter is saying it is null, then go ahead. Then it will go to the Spring Security. Spring Security is saying, hey, nothing to validate.
Nagendra, if it is not null, so what's gonna is it
that is another use case. it will validate your token and all. Fine. Here we are talking about token generation, right? After that, it will go to the sign in method, right? Point number 5, because of all this setting, it will go to the 6. In 6, we have a special method, load user by username. After that, there will be two use case, right? Failure pass, right? Fail and pass is handled over here, right? At line number, point number 7. Got it? Point number 8, you are generating the token, right? Logic. generate token. Make sense?
Yes.
Done. So we discuss only one use case, right? We have other use case also. What use case other one, man? If you go
When
here, suppose you are passing token, means you are accessing some endpoint, passing the token. Got it? If token is there, first of all, you are checking the token. Can you see this? Where your token is valid or not, right? Say
Mhm.
yes. So in
Mhm.
validity, it's just checking the validity. Clear? Now, before accessing anything, right? I need to check your role because anybody can manipulate the token also, right? I'm going to check your role again. I'm fetching from database. Can you see this? First of all, I'm just validating your token. You know what token contains? Token contains your username, right? So token is
Yeah.
valid. Its expiry time is fine. Everything is fine. Algorithm, everything is fine. Then I'm calling this method get authentication. Are you following me? In this, we have nothing. Can you see this? Where we have token. From token, I am getting username and I'm just checking in database. This user is really valid or not? Yes or no?
Mhm.
Man, by token, I cannot allow you to access it. I'll validate your token. In token, whatever username you are sending, I'll validate it or not.
Yeah.
Then whatever, if it is valid from the database, then again, I'm creating this object, which has username and your role, right? Let me show you. If I come to this, my dear friends, like this is returning authentication, which has authentication always has username and role. So this I'm fetching it from database. Yes, Yep. After that, this role and all this thing I'm setting in my pocket. My pocket means anywhere. If it is needed, I can show to the people. You want to understand this concept?
Yes.
What this line is doing? This authentication contains two parts:
So
username
this,
and role.
Nagendra, so this is the line where it is holding the valid token.
Exactly. This is the line where you have a role and username in your pocket as per the token. If token is right, then from token, what you are extracting? Any guess? From the token, here I am extracting the username because token contains username. I know it. There's a method I told you already. Can you see this? This method take token and generate the username. So this method is going in database and taking the username and bringing all the user detail, right? From user
Mhm.
detail, you are just fetching, user detail and role. That's fine. This is my custom class. This is not a custom class. This is provided by the Spring Security. Spring Security is saying use this and make the object of it. Make sense?
Yes.
You have to just follow this. I don't know. Please, if you really want to learn, right, you have to do some homework on it. It's not like it's easy, right? I'm just